Hello, I'm Idessa Tony, and this is Seniors with a Purpose. Since my channel promotes empowerment for seniors, I'm very excited today to focus on seniors who are actively involved in their own health and well being. I must, however, begin with this disclaimer. I am not a doctor, I am not a healthcare professional. Therefore, all information in my video is presented for educational and informational purposes only. It is highly recommended that you consult your doctor or a health professional prior to making a decision to implement any information acquired from listening to this video. I will conclude this disclaimer by stating that I am a health enthusiast, an avid reader of health and nutritional information, and I defer to natural remedies to improve health when I am able. All of the information you will hear has been thoroughly researched and is presented using statistical data and established studies that I will note in this presentation when applicable. Now let's begin. Since seniors are living longer, they have taken steps to guard health by exercising, attending doctor appointments for wellness checkups, and they are consuming vitamins and supplements to boost strength and endurance. A Google search informs that the main difference between vitamins and supplements is that vitamins are naturally occurring nutrients in our body, whereas supplements are naturally occurring or synthetic chemicals taken as a complement to the diet. Please be aware, and I quote, the Food and Drug Administration claims that supplements are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease as done by drugs, unquote. A decision to incorporate either or both to supplement your diet is a decision a senior should make for themselves. And remember to discuss it with your doctor to determine if he or she is in agreement that this would be in the best interest for the improvement of your health. In the past, there was no concern or need to take vitamins and minerals because the food grown was very delicious and nutritious. The soil in which the food was grown provided all the necessary nutrients that our bodies required. That is not the case now. Food is definitely less nutritious. Studies have been completed indicating proof that lots of fruits, vegetables, and grains grown now have less protein, calcium, phosphorus, iron, riboflavin, and vitamin C than those grown during our parents' and grandparents' time. I will not discuss it at length in this video, but it is worth mentioning that some foods have been grown as genetically modified organisms. If interested, taking time to research and study how many foods have been genetically modified is suggested. The implication is some of the foods we now ingest are not real and may not be safe as compared to how God created food for our health and nourishment. One example of this statement can be found concerning watermelons. God created them, and the whole point of fruit is to produce seeds, but man has manipulated this process, resulting in seedless watermelons. Don't believe me? Then read an article from Science World called How Do Watermelons Get That Way? I concede if you like watermelon, because not everyone does, it's convenient purchasing one that is seedless, eliminating the need to spit seeds. But it is not natural. Have we forgotten that the seeds inside of fruit can be replanted to produce more fruit as God intended? GMOs, or genetically modified organisms, have a terminator gene. A Google search reveals a terminator is a major violation of the rights of farmers to save and reuse their own seeds. Remember that God created fruit to bear seeds and to reproduce. Through pollen movement in first generation crops, terminator genes could contaminate farmers' crops. Farmers might then unknowingly save and reuse seeds that are contaminated and will not germinate, which is not what God intended. I have shared all this to say that some seniors realize this about the state of our foods today, therefore have taken steps to safeguard health by eating well and alleviating the possibility of becoming ill and acquiring fewer infections and diseases. Eating good food with good nutrients enables seniors to continue being active and healthy. Some seniors have undertaken to grow gardens in hopes of cultivating and producing foods that would be healthier than some that are store bought. This is but one way seniors are actively involved in creating a positive health outcome for themselves. Another area of focus is the interaction with their doctors. They are indeed the learned professionals who diagnose and treat for many maladies. But informed and involved seniors question the doctor if there's anything they don't understand as a patient. These seniors have no problem letting their doctors know if they are uncomfortable with a particular treatment modality. If you would like the doctor to consider a different treatment option, then discuss it. It is hoped that the doctor understands that you and he or she are in a partnership because, in the end, it is your body and final decisions can and should be made by you as the patient. This is called a doctor patient relationship. It occurs when a patient seeks medical treatment and the doctor agrees to provide that treatment. Doctors are under no legal obligation to assume the medical care of a patient. Therefore, physicians only have an obligation to care for patients they agree to treat. There are four significant factors that form this doctor patient relationship are regard, trust, knowledge, and loyalty. It is important to understand that the nature of this relationship can affect patient outcomes. Seniors who are actively involved in their own health and well being totally understand this dynamic between themselves and the physician. It is a positive and respectful outlook that benefits the doctor and the senior. Let's look at additional ways that a senior can be actively involved in their own health and well being. Staying in shape by exercising is another way the senior demonstrates involvement in health concerns. Statistics.com informs in 2019 there were 7.88 million gym members over the age of 65, indicating a 34.16% increase in seniors who had joined the gym since 2010. The Interactive Council on Aging reported prior to 2020 that seniors aged 60 and older would surpass the 1 billion mark for the first time ever by 2045. The senior population will have increased even more. Therefore, it is suggested that the fitness industry embrace this fact to meet the needs of this aging population. If this embrace means tailoring exercise equipment and services for aging seniors, enabling seniors to improve workout skills and abilities, then it would benefit this industry to do so because seniors are living longer. Let's begin summarizing this video presentation by noting that three different avenues were highlighted showing how seniors may be involved actively in their own health and well-being. We've discussed the fact that good nutritious food need to be eaten that promotes health and well-being. A good relationship needs to be established with your doctor that is mutually beneficial. And exercise or movement of the body is necessary to promote continued health and vitality. Finally, mental health cannot be ignored. I am intentional in a decision not to focus on seniors who have cognitive decline at this time. That will be the focus of a future video. An internet article by elder.org suggests that it is important for seniors to keep their brains healthy and stimulated. As proof of this statement, the article quotes the old adage, use it or lose it, as a concrete fact, with research illustrating that seniors who use their brain cells frequently are the least likely to experience problems with perception and cognition, compared with seniors who do not stimulate those cells. Four ways that a senior can be actively involved in their own health and well-being mentally is by maintaining connections. Here we are again talking about socialization, which is crucial. They can, by endeavoring to do something or create something, the satisfaction of having achieved it is very empowering. By gardening, because the senior is taking advantage of needed fresh air and just being outdoors, which in and of itself promotes health and well being. And finally, by playing an instrument. Whether the senior is a consummate pianist or a beginner, the benefits of taking on this challenge is rewarded because mental and physical dexterity will strengthen neural pathways. Each of these activities will prove to be purposeful in that seniors will discover that they are actively involved in their own health and well-being. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and will reap benefit from the information provided. Please subscribe if you haven't already and hit that like button and leave a comment which informs me if the information was helpful. I'd like to know how you are actively involved in your own health and well-being. And this conversation will be continued on my website, seniorswithapurpose.com. Thank you so much for watching.